Good morning, this is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and this morning I'm going to show you something that I've been waiting to do for a long time until I got my camcorder. I'm going to show you how to make tomato powder out of dehydrated tomatoes. I have 2 quarts here and this little bit in a pint. And I'm going to put it into my trusty Hamilton Beach food processor and make tomato powder out of it. And first I need to take the lids off, so I'm going to show you again what I'm still working showed us to do. Take your spatula, let's see if I can get it, put it up underneath. Well, there you go. The air just came out. Hear it? And this doesn't bend the lid, so I can reuse it for other things. But I'll probably put the tomato powder in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some of the dehydrated tomatoes in here. Let me get a knife. NWI Prepper I think it's 19113 said that if you taste these dehydrated chips that you will love them. So I'm going to taste one in a minute just to see what he says. Okay. Okay. Yuck. I don't like it. Yeah, he said it was very concentrated, and it definitely is very concentrated. Alright, I'm making a mess everywhere. Alright, let's try this and see how this does. Just putting it on pulse. Alright, it's taking a little while to do this, so I'm going to bring you back when I get them all done and show you what I have. You can, as you can see on there, it is making the powder. So it's just going to take a while because I don't have a very expensive food processor, but it serves the purpose, or it has so far. Let's see how it does with this one. I'll bring you back. Okay, I ran into kind of a snag, and I wanted to bring you back and show you. I think what happened was the first quart of tomatoes, I didn't dehydrate them long enough. And this is what happened when I made the powder of the dehydrated tomatoes, and they're really leathery. Now my next jar that I'm going to do, I know it's going to, so I'll definitely bring you back on that. But this, I'm going to go on and put this in my jar and seal it back, and I'll be back in a while. Okay, I'm back. Alright, with this one, I know that these two are crunchy enough, or have been dehydrated enough to where they're definitely going to make powder. And these are very, very crunchy. These aren't leathery at all. Get these out. Some of these down the bottom seem like they're kind of leathery. I hope not, because I did want the powder. But we'll do it together and see. Alright, and then I have this little pint, and it's not very much in that, but I'll show you again with the spatula how to get the lid off. See, it just comes right off. No bending, nothing. Might be too much, but I don't think so. I might have to stir it around a little and see, but I think these were dehydrated long enough. Alright, I'm going to put my lid on. Okay, now it's on. And let's see what's happening. Oh yeah, you can see these. Still, it's not going to make very much powder, but still. Alright, let me take this off and check it and see. And then I get a face full of smoke. And I'm going to stir this up a little bit. It's still some in here that's not going all the way down to powder, but I think it's going to. Alright now. I think this turned out pretty good. Alright, I'm going to put it in a measuring cup and I'll bring you back. Okay, you can see what it made. It's that quart jar made like 1.5 cups of the tomato powder, and I really think it's still got, this still has some a little bit of consistency like the other. Not, it's more ground up, it's more powdery, but I do think I'm going to go on and add it to this jar and fill this jar up, see how much it'll take, and reseal this again. And I guess that'll be, I'll bring you back and show you the end on that. Okay, I'm going to bring you back and show you this. I went on and put it all together, and you can see it's a little over half of a quart jar. And I noticed when I when I took the top off of the other quart jar, do you see the stuff, the powder around the lid? So that possibly went into my food saver. So what I'm going to do is make sure that all the lid is wiped off, and well, it looks like the powder's down in the inside, but make sure that everything is off of here, because I definitely don't want my food saver to have powder in it and ruin that. So what I'm going to do is, I hope you can see that I'm cleaning off the sides of this, the lid of this jar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a coffee filter, and here's my coffee filter, and I'm going to split it apart like that, and I'm going to push this down in here. And this is not the right kind of coffee filter. Huh. Oh well, I'm just going to push one side down like this, and then I'll put the other side down like this. Let me get it straightened out here. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know what kind of filters to buy. So this is one that they had on Manager's Special, and I got it, and now I can see that it's not the kind that I should have, but I'm going to make it work one way or the other. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this around the sides so that the powder, hopefully not very much of the powder, will come up and go into my food saver, and seal it like that. And that's, I've already showed you how to seal the jars with your food saver, and I hope that you like this video and you can see there how much powder it made in my quart jar. And this is from my dehydrated tomatoes. Then I went up on Bent Mountain and got at a vegetable stand up there. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Okay, you know me, I always have to have something else to say. I've been thinking about this since I sealed this jar, and I did go on and put a lid on here because the other one hadn't right much powder on it, and I definitely didn't want it to get into my food saver. But I was thinking about this, and maybe if you had totally maybe Roma tomatoes, this would do better with, so there's not any seeds. It could be my food processor too, maybe because I don't have a very expensive food processor, maybe that's why it didn't chop it up as much, as fine as I wanted it. But it does say that on here, it says used for color and crunch when crumbled over a tossed salad. They rehydrate well in soups, stews, and casseroles. Tomato leathers can be powdered and used as instant soups, sauces, and paste. And then it tells you how to do that. And it says add different amounts of water to your powder mixture to make tomato paste. 1 teaspoon powder makes, and you mix that with 1 teaspoon water. And I guess that's going to make a paste. And then tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon powder to 3 teaspoons water. Tomato soup, 1 teaspoon powder, 1 teaspoon water, 2 teaspoons cream. Tomato juice, 1 teaspoon powder, half a cup of water. And then it says adjust amount of water to taste for soup and juice. So I guess you're just going to have to, this is pretty, I did taste it, and it is pretty potent. I mean, it does have a lot of tomato taste in there. So I don't think it would take very much if you wanted to put it in your soups or use it in your sauces or whatever that you want to use it for. But that's just some of the things that you can do with this. I think it would be awesome to put in anything that you would like a tomato taste with. Meatloaf, I think you could put this in meatloaf and give it a little tomato taste in there. Well, I use ketchup, but I'd still use ketchup even if I use these. And I'm going to show y'all soon how I make my meatloaf. And of course, a lot of people, you could put this in chili beans, all different things. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments below. But I did want to tell you about this. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe.